Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the WorkShop Studio and Micro-Brewery channel. I am your host, Leo J. Bailey. Damn, that was an intro. Wow. Longest one yet. I don't plan on doing that very much in the future, but did you not catch the whole reason for this? I decided to put a package together to celebrate I guess what we were and what we're about to be. I'm hoping this next year. I'm trying to keep a positive attitude about the year 2021, so I thought that I would embrace it and also look back on what we were, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to put it together. I had so much fun editing all this stuff. I just get a kick out of it. It seems to be something relatively creative for me to do nowadays. So let's go back. I first started doing this 5 years ago at the same time that I started brewing. I got a brew kit from my wife, the producer, Mary Jane. It was terrible. And then I decided I needed to know what the hell I was doing. I actually went to a couple of classes to a homebrew store up in Winchester, Virginia. Started to learn how to brew, started doing kits, and one of my musician buddies, Mark T, came over to the house to try, I think it was the Dead Ringer IPA from Northern Brewer, and we did a Facebook Live thing with him performing. And he tasted the beer, and we've just discovered that we had fun doing it. He suggested I should try to put a show or something together, so I did. I didn't have a clue what I was doing, still don't, really. I had to learn how to edit. I had the worst possible camera. I had no budget. I had no money. This is the, as you can tell by the horrible quality of what the show was when it started, this is an old Canon FS200. Half of the problem with this was the lighting in this room. We'll get to that. I may try to fire this thing up and see what kind of footage it gets from it now. But it started awful, and I brought my musician buddies in, and we did interviews and beer tastings from these cheap, well, I shouldn't say cheap, but these little kits that I would get, 1 gallon brews, and it was so much fun that we started making episodes out of it. And I had Lee Blanton, Mark T, I got Dan Cronin and Jeremy Rogers and Lonnie, and then Helltown Riffraff and Matt Cellini. All these wonderful people came in, and I was having so much fun. And right as we were trying to get things going, and it looked awful in here if you look at the old footage and those clips that I had early, it was dingy, it was dark, but damn, we were having so much fun. And then we flooded. And I'm not kidding. That one little picture is after we were trying to dry things up in here. We had a rainstorm the likes of which I've never experienced in the, what will be 31 years. And it rained so much that water was coming out of the cracks in the concrete floor. And we cleaned it up and dried everything out. I gutted the room, took everything out. Waterproofed it, multiple coats of waterproof paint, lightened it up, put some new lights in here, and I started getting out of control. I just started getting out of control. Started bringing my posters down, my old pictures, my old music history of what I've done and all the stuff that I'm into. This was my old original workshop when I renovated this house room by room, and then when I got bored, I brought my dartboards down here, and everything kind of went from there with Mark T coming, and then the flood, and then the rebuild, and this room has turned into what we call the studio. Now in the other room is the microbrewery. My brewing has picked up its game quite a bit. I think I've gotten pretty damn good with my system, and I've started making some fairly solid beers. I've had a couple mishaps, but that's what happens in the world of home brewing. And the lighting situation has gotten, I have umbrellas on either side. I've got 3 lighting, well, a big lighting umbrella with 2 lights and then a 3rd light, each on each side. I have these lights up here. I have the spotlights that originally were for the dartboards. The cameras used to be on stands like the one that you see me from now. Now I have rigging up here in the ceiling so people don't hit their heads. There's actually the #1 camera for micro sessions. I record the audio out of that camera. You can't even see that. For these little things, I just do a single camera. I get the best audio I can. I don't think I'm ever gonna worry about trying to up the audio in here, because there's so many people when we do the micro sessions, which we will. We're definitely coming back. The first one I'm gonna do after the first of the year, maybe February, March at the latest, I'm hoping, if things clear up a little bit. I already have a new intro. I'm gonna do the promo for that. It will show up very shortly. As a matter of fact, you should be seeing this sometime between Christmas and New Year's is when I'm gonna release this out. It is, to give you an idea, today is it's what is it, December 9th, something like that. I'd have to look at, I can't look at it anyway. Yeah, I'm putting a package together. Everything you saw was the evolution of the workshop studio sessions. The flood, we changed it to the micro sessions to get away. Yeah, workshop studio sessions, there's 1,000 of them. I should have thought about that. I'm not terribly original. Micro sessions seems to work for us, and that's what we will continue to be. It's not changed terribly much. Music will I seriously doubt we'll ever have music in here because it requires too much of moving things. I love the look of it out in the beer garden. I like the outdoor stuff that we do as well. I think it looks really, really good, but during the wintertime, in certain situations, we'll be in here. So yeah, that's where we are. That's what things have kind of turned into. It's been tremendous fun. And what you're going to see coming up next is another short little package of about, I don't know, two minutes plus maybe. And it's all the same people, only them playing music. All my musical guests that have been here, you will see the evolution of when it started. I looked everywhere for that original Facebook Live with Mark T. I think it's gone forever since I deleted the old Facebook account. As I said in previous posts, we are now just Instagram and YouTube. And yeah, I looked everywhere. But Mark T has been here a couple of times. Lee Blanton, Dan Cronin, Don Krigler, Matt Cellini. We had a freaking Grammy-nominated artist, Mr. Scott Christopher Murray, Jeremy Rogers, Helltown Riffraff, Lonnie, Matt, River's Edge. We had Hobo Mariners. We had the Crossroad Drivers. We've had everybody in here that at least are folks that are my dearest friends. You get to see that next from its beginnings until what it is now. And I'll come back here in just a short couple of minutes and we'll do a final wrap up. Later. Welcome back, folks. Hope you enjoyed that. Give me a second. How can I possibly say thank you to everybody that has been a part of this without a proper toast? This. Of course we have to do a beer review today. This comes from 3 Stars Brewing Company out of Washington, D.C. This is an India Pale Ale called Ghost IPA, 5.9%, and that's all they say. That's all I get from it. So, and this is a frosty mug, which is going to be a little hard to see what this thing looks like, but it is too wonderful a day, and it is just too killer of an opportunity to say thank you. Ghost IPA from 3 Stars. Cheers, people. I hope you dig all this old, rotten looking, horrible, terrible footage looking crap that I put together, but I had so much fun doing it. Cheers. Thank you to every one of you that have been a part of this. I could not thank you enough. I absolutely love doing this. I love the editing part of it as I learn. I use Power Director 365 for anyone who might be curious. I pay for the yearly subscription. I'm starting to get a handle on it. I try not to overdo it, put too much stupid cliched crap in there, but I probably still do anyway. I really dug the opening theme though. I ain't gonna lie to you, that was a lot of fun. Cheers! Oh, that's got some bite. Oh yeah, that's my kind of IPA right there. Oh, that's just delicious. Oh, stand by just a moment, please. Oh, that's good. So look, 2021. I'm hoping that we're going to get into some more micro sessions, more road trips. Be prepared for 2021. I think we're going to have 2 Outer Banks road trips with 2 completely different groups of people. We've learned lessons from last year, so I hope to be more patient and do something a little better. I really hope to be able to pull some of them off. I don't know when we're going to get a chance to do a brewery invasion. I don't know if anybody from Swover is going to see this anytime soon, but I think I'm going to hit them up first. We've done Backroom. More micro sessions. We are going to have music outside, I think. And of course there's brew reviews on a singular basis. There's going to be brew days, obviously. I am knee deep in beer in that refrigerator right now, between brown ale, the Christmas coffee, oatmeal stout, the Citra wheat, the El Dorado IPA, which is very wonderfully called the Joey, if anybody's ever figured that out. It's going to be a good year. I absolutely am convinced that we're going to get through this pandemic crap. I could give a rat's ass about politics anymore. I think it's just a major pain in the ass. And I will continue to talk about vinyl and beer, and we'll have some music, and we're going to be outside. We're going to get out on the road a little bit. Hopefully I'll continue to improve the lighting and the editing to make it at least somewhat entertaining. It's entertaining to me. That's number one. Whether you dig it or not, I kind of hope you do. I don't mean to sound like an ass, but I really hope that people dig this. We're trying to make it entertaining. I'm trying to celebrate my friends that are just such wonderful musicians. They truly are. And then some of my non-musical friends that are just ball busters. Chris in particular, he's the best at it. So we're digging it, we're having fun. I'm starting to ramble, and so I see absolutely no point in continuing. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you for digging it. Cheers to all of my musical and non-musical friends, to everyone who's been here, to all the brew tubers, all the guys that have been teaching me little things along the way. Matt from Rec Brewing, Gary from Tap Out, every one of the brew tubers, Brandon, Exit 12, Woodshed, SJ Pour, Canadian Sasquatch. Christ, I'm running out of all the people. Fresh Pea, Running on Beer. Dude, I dig your stuff. All of you guys have been awesome. If I left anybody out, please forgive me. I do apologize. We're going to keep brewing good beer. We're hopefully going to keep making good music, and I'll try my damnedest to at least make this somewhat minorly entertaining. Cheers, people. See ya. Oh my God, that is so good. Oh yeah. Oh, that's the shit.